Today I'm here with Richard from C M Wargames and we're having our first game of Warhammer 40k 9th edition in 2021 and it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking and welcome to this battle report. Right, the time has come finally. It's Necrons versus Orks. And I cannot wait to play this game. I'm playing at Richard's house from C M Wargames. Say hello, Richard.
Hi, nice to see you again, Nick, and nice to get back on the table.
Absolutely. And of course we are still social distancing and I've only got the microphone on the camera, so that's why I just got really close to Richard. Okay, so I have brought a list which is A, easy to play, and B, easy to transport. So let's have a look at my first Necron list of this year. Okay, so this is what I brought. The Monocrons, 3 monoliths in a super heavy detachment. Yes, minus 6 CPs. I've got the Soulless Dynasty, so that gives me Relentless Expansionist and Eternal Conquerors, so basically objective secure and also a pre-game movement. They are WYSIWYG, so I have 2 of the old monoliths there with the Gauss weapons on the side and of course the new weapons on the new monolith. Can't wait to play them. I then have a battalion detachment heading up the force. We have a Chronomancer. The one with the 2 scythes there is my Warlord, and they've got Enduring Will, -1 to damage, and then Relics is going to be the Veil of Darkness. We then have another Chronomancer, so 2 Chronomancers, and then we've got 3 troops. So we've got 3 units of Immortals, all with Gauss blasters. We then have 10 Lich Guard. My Pariah there at the back, standing in for Lich Guard with War Size. We then have 2 units of 2 Cryptor Thralls, 1 there and 1 there. And then finally, in the fast attack choice, 2 units of Scarabs. That's my list. 1995 points. Of course, we're playing 2000 points. Let's have a look at the Orks list.
Hi, I've got a battalion. I've got Captain Badrock. I've got the Big Mech with a shock attack gun. It's not super, that's a shock attack gun, can't use it anymore. Weird Boy. That's my 3 HQs. Big Mech's my Warlord. It's followed up by 3 lots of 10 grots, 1 unit of 17. And then over into my elites, I've got 5 knobs, 1 with 2 kill saws, 1 with a kill saw power claw. Everything else has got big choppers. I've got 10 tank busters, 3 bomb squids. Moving into heavies, I've got 10 flash gets. I've then got 2 units of 4 smasher guns. I then, in my faster slot, I've got 3 lots of Deathcopters, and all the Deathcopters have got copter rockets.
Okay, so lots of units you've not played before against me, so this is definitely going to be fun.
And it's the Freebooters.
Yeah.
And the Weird Boy's going to be carrying the Freebooter banner, which everything auto passes morale once.
Okay.
Per game.
We've already rolled for the mission, etc., haven't we?
Yeah, it's priority targets, the diagonal across the board, and there's 5 objectives, and you get to move. We each get to move 2 of you.
Yes, there's 1 main one in the middle, and then the others we get to basically remove. So yeah, let's get set up, and we will be back. Okay, so we've just done our secondary objectives. Yep, yeah. I am taking Bring It Down, basically trying to kill some vehicles. I'm doing the mission objective, and I've also chosen Deploy Scramblers. Richard also has Deploy Scramblers, the mission objective. However, he's taken Engage on all fronts, which is table quarters. So very interesting. We're going to do the first dice roll of the game to see who's the attacker and who is the defender. And Richard wins. I get a measly 2. Okay, so Richard decided to be the attacker. I'm going to choose my deployment zone as the defender. I'm going to choose this one here, purely because there's more space to get 3 monoliths in. So I'm going to go this side here, going to deploy, alternating deployment, and of course the big roll-off for first turn. Okay, so we have deployed. Richard deploying over this side of the board, pretty much with everything except 1 unit of knobs, which are using a teleport homer. Now for reference, this big archy thing here is obscuring, so a lot of this stuff is going to be hidden from me. Over this side of the table is me, of course, with my, well, very small army. So we've got some Immortals and Scarabs, 2 Monoliths with 2 units of Immortals and a Chronomancer, and then another Chronomancer, Monolith and Scarabs over that side. In reserve, I paid the CPs. I've got Lich Guard and 2 units of Cryptothralls in reserve. So let's find out who is going to be going first. I get a 5. We get 5 each. A 2 for me. That's a 6, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Richard is going first.
Probably what I wanted.
He's happy. He's happy. Can I not seize the initiative?
No.
You mean no more seizing?
No seize.
Getting a 6, twerking celebrations.
No.
All gone.
But you can have a. You can do it. You can do it to see. All it means now is that turn 5.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn 5,
I get to score.
You score at the end of your turn 5,
Yeah.
rather than at the beginning. Come up, so it gives you a chance to.
Assuming I've got something left. Okay, here we go then. So, Orks, turn 1. Okay, so Richard is currently moving. His death copters have come forward. Of course, I did my up to 6-inch movement for the pre-game before Richard went, and I've moved the Monoliths forward, the Scarabs up into this building. That's Monolith, and the trailing units behind forward, and this one Monolith here forward, and of course the Scarabs as well. Just on the building, Richard is making way. He's on 3 objectives with these pesky helicopters. Okay, more to come. Okay, Richard isn't moving anything else, but he has gone into the psychic phase, and he's just done the jump with these horrible tank busters. By the way, Richard does have a YouTube channel of his own, linked in the description below, so yeah, go and check it out. If you're not subscribed to him, then you definitely should be. Okay, Richard is just counting his dice up for the tank busters. These tack gun things killed my Scarabs. 1 unit of Scarabs gone. But of course, this is the critical roll. He's hoping to take a Monolith out, I'm sure. Here we go. 10 shots, yeah?
10 shots. Usually hitting on 5s, but because he's within 24 of a unit that is destroyed an enemy unit, he gets +1 to the roll.
Okay.
So
more Orc shenanigans.
So hitting on 4s.
Oh.
Don't get to re-roll the 1s, but I do get an extra decker. So,
okay.
So 3 go through.
3, right.
Strength 8, toughness 8.
Yep.
4s, 1.
1.
-3.
-3. I get 2 plus save now.
So 1 at 5. 5.
5. Nope.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, next, shooting at the same Monolith. Oh, these. What weapons have they got?
Copter rockets.
Right, okay.
So they're still 2 each.
Yeah.
Should be on 6s, but because of they're within 24.
Okay, and you advance those, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be hitting on 6s, but because I
Yep.
get the +1,
Goes back to 5s. Okay.
So I get 1. And wounds. That's again another -3.
Okay, 5 plus save. Can we save this one? No, not on a 1.
So it's a straight 3 damage.
3 damage again, okay. Anything else shooting into the Monolith?
It will be these.
More copters, yep.
Yeah.
Go for it. They advanced as well, yeah, so 5s again?
Yeah. So I get a dagger. 2.
2 go through.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Right, so I don't know if they're in range of that one.
Right, well, she'll measure up. Okay, they are just in range. Sixes on these. No.
Right, that's them done. Right, so I know my flash kits are within 36 of that.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend 4 command points. I'm going to give them special shells, which gives them 36-inch range.
Right, yep. You've got this all planned out, Rich, haven't you?
Yeah. And more Daka, which means 5s and 6s.
So potentially these could hurt.
Well,
4 CPs, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Let's see what they can do.
I'm hitting on 3s.
Right.
Rerolling 1s. And 5s and 6s are extra hits. So let's do the 5s and 6s first, because that's where.
These are the very cool twisted dice.
Yeah,
Dice. They look cool.
Now I decided, seeing them, I wanted to disprove Darren wrong, and that's all the 5s. So the 2s auto miss. And I only get 2 1s, so all those. But I get another one there, and that gives me 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And I've got 2, 4, 5. All right.
More dice coming.
15 extra shots to get to reroll that 1. The 2's auto miss. So I miss with 4.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice, but
What strength are these?
I need 5s.
Okay.
So that's strength 6. But
Volume and dice could certainly do it. Need a bigger dice tray and bigger hands.
I need bigger hands. That looks good.
Not bad. That is not bad. Let's count them up. Right, 17 wounds in total, minus 2 AP, so I've got a 4+ save. Let's try and save some of these. Okay, that jumps out but does save, so the ones that are not saved are quite a few actually. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage, that's 22 wounds.
Yeah.
I've got 18 left.
So does he explode?
Does he explode? Alright, does it explode? Oh, it nearly did, but no, it doesn't. Okay, so these shock attack guns shot into this monolith and took 3 wounds off. That was the end of Richard's turn 1. He scored 5 points in total for secondaries, the table quarters, and then the mission objective. And now we're going to move in to Necrons, turn 1. Okay, Necron movements phase. So I've moved the monolith forward and the scarabs. The objective is hidden under the bases. So we'll see what I can do there. These immortals have just moved towards a central position with these. These have deployed scramblers at the back. And then I've stepped with this monolith, the Chronomancer, giving it the 5+ invulnerable save. And in the meantime, this Chronomancer has moved and advanced just within 3 inches of that objective. Alright, time to shoot. Okay, into my shooting phase. I'm glad I didn't record any dice rolling because my dice are rusty. Terrible shooting. Both units of immortals rapid firing into these copters just took 3 wounds off. This monolith basically totally whiffed. He did start shooting at the tank busters. I killed 3 grots. No, whatever they're called, squigs. 3 squigs. Yeah. And then he shot his 4 death rays into the copters and whiffed. Not even a hit. However, this monolith did slightly better, killing one of these copters with the Gauss guns and then the big gun shooting into here. I believe it was that way round. No, it was the other way round.
No, it was the other way.
The other way round. This copter is on 1 wound. So we are moving in to the assault phase. Okay, so the monoliths are assaulting. Just for reference, I'm just having fun here today, so we know what's happening. I've just exposed some of my characters at the back, etc. But who cares? The monoliths are in action, so hopefully they assault better than they did shoot. Okay, monolith against these guys here. It's auto hit, so we're just going straight to wounding. Strength 8, toughness 5, so 3s. There we go, that's 4 of them. -3 with 3 damage.
They both die.
Both die. Okay, so, yeah, monoliths in close combat. Pretty nasty. Both units there destroyed. So let's add up my points. Okay, I scored 8 points in total, 6 points for bring it down, and 2 points for holding this objective for the secondary mission objective. Okay, here we go. Orks turn 2. Okay, Ork turn 2. Not much movement once again. Richard is quite happy hunkered there behind this obscuring piece of terrain. The tank busters have just repositioned there, and we had some movement with the jump in the psychic phase with those grots. You want to see some action. Okay, going into Ork's shooting phase. Okay, end of Ork turn. Pretty much focused firing down the monolith. Took out the monolith. These guns here were able to freely shoot into this one. And I am down to 16 wounds. Richard's got a few more points for his mission objectives as we move in to Necrons turn 2. Okay, so I moved the monolith up and the scarabs and disembarked the Lich Guard. I better get them out now because this monolith isn't going to be around for another term. I moved these warriors up here, immortals, and then I advanced these immortals with the chronomancer onto the middle objective. These came down here and deployed scramblers. The cryptek, which I forgot to say earlier, Richard did actually kill the cryptek, the chronomancer, but I used a stratagem. I managed to get him to stand back up, which was useful because it gave me the extra points for being on the objective. And these guys here just stood there on the rear objective. Okay, let's get some shooting done. Okay, end of the shooting phase. I managed to take out 2 of these gun things with the monolith, which was very nice shooting. And the immortals up there also helped to shoot one of those. Did a few wounds, didn't they? So not too bad. And then that was it pretty much. So we are going into the assault phase. I'm going to assault the scarabs here on this unit. Would you like to overwatch? No. So here we go. We are definitely in range. And the Lich Guard are going to attempt to assault the other one.
That's a big one, isn't it?
It's a big one. I needed that dice roll just got.
Yeah, you need 9, at least 9.
Yeah, we'll measure it properly in a second. Let's just see what we get, because we may just get 3 or something silly. Here we go. What do we get? We've got a 6. That could be potentially worth a re-roll. Let me measure. Yeah, okay, so I need a 9 basically, so I am going to use a command point because why not? Here we go, a command point. Let's re-roll it. Come on, a 9. Even worse. Okay, well, they can just stand there and look pretty, that's fine. Okay, so the scarabs did pretty well. Just 1 wound left. No, 2 wounds left on that attack gun, shock attack gun, whatever it's called. Big mechs, big gun.
They're smasher guns.
Smasher guns! That's the one. Okay, just 2 wounds left on the smasher guns, and my scarab survived. No wounds back. So I scored full primary objectives. I've got some secondary objectives for killing vehicles. I'm doing reasonably well on points, however, not too many models left. Let's see what happens in the Orks turn 3. Okay, so Richard is starting to move now, moving these Gretchen up, the weird boy on top of the building, these copters towards the centre objective as the Gretchen and the rocket boys, tank busters move towards my HQ. Right at the back from reserve we've got these knobs. Okay, end of the shooting phase. I lost a Lich Guard from these Gretchen here. The weird boy took a wound off of the Cryptothrall from the smite. Over here I lost 2 immortals for some shooting from these guys and up here. In the meantime, my cryptic, who Richard was desperately trying to kill so that he could shoot his flash gits into my monolith and get the bonuses for +1 to hit, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. However, my cryptic would not die. Richard shot all of these guys, was it?
I didn't shoot with tank busters because they're doing the scramblers. Yes.
They're deploying scramblers, which that's where it made a big difference actually. However, he did shoot all of these big guns into the cryptic. My cryptic survived with 1 wound. So we're now into the assault phase. Okay, end of Richard's assault phase. I managed to kill the gun thing there, which was very handy. Over here, these are immortals who I was expecting to die from this assault. Well, 3 did die, however, they all got back up, and I did a wound in return. I lost 1 immortal over here and a wound on the Chronomancer. And then over here, actually I haven't attacked back here, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I did a wound on the weird boy. Alright, that's it. Did you score any points, Rich, in that turn? I scored some for killing this, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, I've got deploy scramblers.
Yep.
I scored 3 points for engage on all fronts.
Yeah,
I've
got your quarters, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got 4 quarters this time. This one, him,
yep.
him, and them. And I scored another 3 points for priority targets. I was hoping for 5, but...
Yeah, that's the mission objective, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go then. Turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, end of the movement phase. I moved the Lich Guard up towards this vehicle, moved the Monolith over. I came in from tactical reserves with these Cryptothralls and deployed Scramblers. Over here I fell back with the Immortals and Cryptothrall, and then I moved the Immortals backwards as I fell back from this assault here. Right, time to shoot. Okay, end of my turn 3. In the shooting phase I shot in and managed to kill 2 of the knobs just there. That was pretty much it. However, in the assaults phase my Lich Guard got into assaults with this and annihilated it, giving me an extra point. And then over here I did lose my Cryptothrall to the weird boy. I'm currently up on points, however I haven't got that much left, so there's a good chance that Richard will get some points back. Let's find out as we move into Orks turn 4. Okay, so the end of turn 4 for the Orks. The tank busters here moved into the middle with the weird boy using the jump, and they shot out my 2 immortals. Over here we had some backtracking from these copters, and in the assault phase both assaulted my immortals, and it was the knobs that took them out. Over here I lost the scarabs to the guns over there, along with, I think I lost, yes, the monolith, down to 2 wounds. Lots of guns coming over basically. In the meantime, who was it? The Pain Boy here. The Pain Boy came over and assaulted my Lich Guard, and they absolutely annihilated him. How many wounds did I do?
You did sort of 44, he saved 18 of them.
Yeah, so well, pretty heroic move, that's for sure. Richard is starting to claw back some points, so let's see what I can do in my turn 4. Okay, Necron's turn 4. That's a good turn for me, really, to be fair. So I moved the Lich Guard up and assaulted the Gretchen, and I killed 15 of them, and I'm holding that objective, which is very useful because over this side of the table, after shooting my Monolith into the bikes with these immortals and killing the bikes, which gave me some victory points, I managed a 12-inch assault and got into the assault here. I lost 4 immortals, although 2 stood back up. I did 1 wound on the knobs, but it gave me that objective, so that was good for the mission objective. I vowed the Chronomancer over here next to the Cryptothralls, and I moved the Monolith up over here. That was it. So this is actually quite a close game on points as we move in to the last turn, and Richard is already measuring up. He's excited, aren't you, Rich? You can't wait, can you?
I definitely can't wait.
Okay, here we go. Turn 5. Okay, so we both had our turn 5. Richard did pretty well in his turn 5, but was it enough? Let's find out. So he managed to kill the monolith, which didn't explode. He targeted the cryptothralls here, killing one of them, but that was all he could achieve. He did very well over here, killing all of the Lich Guard, and then taking that objective back. Over here, the Knobs didn't do quite as well. They did kill 2 of my Immortals, however, my Immortals killed 1 of the Knobs. In my turn, I just fell back there, staying within the objective, and I did nothing over here because we added the score up. And Richard, what was the final score?
It was 91 to the Necrons and 75 to the Orks.
There you go, an Ork. No, not an Ork victory.
Not an Ork victory. No.
I thought it was going to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, secondaries I outscored you 40 to 36, but I outscored you by 4 points. But primaries you outscored me 45 to 25, so you outscored me by 20 points on them.
Yeah, and obviously maximum we could get anyway was 95 because of deploy scramblers.
Yeah.
So yeah, 91 points out of 95. I'm happy with that. The Monoliths, how did they perform? I felt like they were maybe overcosted for how easily they go down, and coming up with just 900 points of other stuff with the Monoliths was tough. I wanted to play like warrior spam, but there just wasn't enough points for the warriors that I wanted to take. However, what did you think? Did you enjoy the battle report? Let me know in the comments box below, and I'll see you in the next video.